All right, next up is the glass. So remember, if you go back to the polishing video, I showed how I used whatever compound, whether it's Jessica or Cutmax or 101, whatever compound I'm using on the surface of the paint, I usually just use on the glass. And so I've already cleaned the interior of the glass, so go check out the interior video on that. But now we're going to finish it. We're going to finish the glass out. I'm going to spray it down, prep it with some isopropyl alcohol, and then do Wolf's Nano Glass Sealant. I'm also going to talk to you about what we're going to do in the washer reservoir with some Angelwax Clarity, just to kind of give you an idea of what you could consider doing. So I tried all kinds of different glass sealants. I have some G1 over there. Geon View was one I used for a long time. Before any of these, I used Wolf's Nano Glass Sealant, and I'm back to that. It's just a good option. I think it's, out of all of them, it's my favorite. Just the way it behaves. I've talked about this a lot. It doesn't fail. It slowly degrades. There's no issues with wiper judder or anything like that. So it's just a good sound option for the glass. And I sell it in I think we have a 50 milliliter bottle and a 150. 50 is going to be fine for a long time, but those of you who do a lot of windows, maybe you want to get a 150. So with any glass sealant, the key is prep, just like the paint. We do such a good job prepping paint, but then people don't prep their glass properly, and then they don't get a good result. So for me, you want to make sure the glass is clean. So we've auto scrubbed it, we've iron removed it, we've polished it, just like the paint. Then we're going to clean it with isopropyl alcohol, and then we're going to coat it. And then we're going to put a couple of coats on to make sure that it lasts a while. So if you do all those steps, then you end up with a good result. If you don't, then you may not end up with the result you're looking for. So let me get the stuff I need, and let's get the glass ready to roll. All right, so I'm going to start 91% isopropyl alcohol. You're probably not going to be able to get this now, but normally you can get it in normal economic and pandemic-less environments. But 91% IPA from Walgreens, yep, in spray form, just to clean up and prep the surface after our polishing. You can tell I've already cleaned these a couple of times with eraser. I was testing out Geon glass cleaner versus invisible glass. But I'm going to spray this on. It's too strong. You probably don't want to use this on the paint, but on the glass, it's fine. You're not going to damage anything with some IPA, like we just did. Okay, we're prepped. Oh, let's do this too. Do the mirrors. This is the 150 ml bottle. Take my Wolf's. Don't let the child tamper-proofing beat you. Forgotten that my bottle, the bottle that I have, was one of the testers were trying to figure out how to ship these. And so normally it comes with a little stopper on, but I'm just going to use a pipette. Just prime my pad. Hopefully that doesn't eat through it. And I like doing this in circles. Because what we're really doing is we're getting this to work into the grooves of the glass, which then changes the surface tension, or the angle at which water will impact. And that solves our problem with water tending to cling onto the glass, and it just runs off nice and neatly. That's the goal here. And then, depending on how you use your wipers, Michelle will probably blow through this pretty quickly. But if you're a person who manages your wipers like I do, you'll get 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 months out of this. Just apply it. I just apply it every 6 months or so after a good cleaning. That's all I really need to do. It always feels so sweet to get to this stage because this is usually one of my last steps. I'm doing this in between coats of either sealant and wax, or doing this in between, in this case, coats of XO. Rex is putting one on, and then by the time I finish the windows, we'll be on to the second coat. And we'll be pulling this sucker out of here without any trim on the front hood, because I'm still waiting for that. But the truck just got a new lease on life. The interior really came out fantastically well. Make sure go check out that video. Anytime I do an interior, it makes me want to hire a darn camera crew with lighting and boom mics and everything. Yeah, but I got them doing too many things now. I need a dedicated camera crew and a dedicated e-commerce crew. All right, so we'll let that sit for by the time I get back around and do the whole car or the whole truck, then it'll be good to go to wipe it off. We're ready to wipe off. I started this, went all the way around. By the time I get done, it's ready to go. A couple of fresh towels. Save yourself the trouble. Take a glass cleaner. Just a couple little spritzes like that. I found that it doesn't hurt the sealant's ability, and it makes it way easier to get off. But you do have to work at this, you know, getting it all removed. As you're kind of leveling it. And that's the process of sealing glass. And we're just going to do 2 coats. I did this much work. You don't have to do 2 coats, but these windows are so big it'd be easy to miss a spot. I don't think I did, but you could miss a spot. Plus, I want it to last as long as possible. I don't want to have to detail this truck anytime soon. Hopefully our M5 giveaway is super successful. It happens really fast, so I don't have to neglect all these cars. Maybe I'll just do a wash and talk every single day, and that way every car will be clean all the time. I'm going to go around and wipe all the windows and then reapply another layer. Wipe the last layer of Wolf's off the windshield here, but before I do that, I'm going to put some new wiper blades. I like OEM wiper blades. I don't know, I just find, I used to buy all these fancy Pia and all this other crap, and I always find just replacing the OE ones that are designed specifically for the car more often, it's a lot less, there's a lot less trial and error for me. So these are 22-inch motor craft. I think these are equal on both sides. I hope they're right. This is a WW248. And these should be a direct replacement. And these look like your typical Bosch blade. Hello? What's up? Wait till you see the interior. Holy crap. The truck looks like brand new. Yeah, we got someone that's ready to buy it. You want to sell it? For $80,000? I'm kidding.
It looks brand new. Somebody would buy it.
Yeah, everybody wants to buy it. Well, Chris used to, Ted, Johnny, everybody loves my truck.
Yeah.
Ted was just trying to buy it. He's trying to make a deal with Matt.
Oh shoot, these don't look like the right ones. This isn't the right one. Crap.
Is it not?
Yes.
Works.
Works. Good call. I was ready to quit. The moral of the story, don't let your wiper blades beat you in your massive detailing project. And then we're gonna put some filtered water with Angelwax Clarity. Remember, if you go back to when I originally emptied out the reservoir, it was to prepare to put some DI water in Clarity 19-1. And the Clarity will help to, you know, I've tested it. Again, it plays nicely with Wolf's. I like Wolf's better than H2Go. H2Go is a lot easier to remove, but it lasts about a third as long. Similar water behavior as Wolf's. It doesn't last as long, so I think my choice is for Wolf's. Shoot, can't reach. The second coat is always way easier to apply and remove as the first. But the little bit of effort is worth it. The result is worth it. New wiper blades, freshly set up. Nothing but goodness going on here. Okay, so this is Angelwax Clarity, which basically has a component of H2Go in it, which will help to kind of maintain the windshield. I'm gonna mix up a gallon at a time. I don't know how much that reservoir holds. I only have like this much of the bottle, so I'm gonna have to get some more. My dad already placed an order, so we'll have this in the store soon. I've been using this for a while, so I've used this much of the bottle. So 6.4 ounces per gallon to do their recommended use, summer use. You could also dilute this down. So you could dilute it even less to get, like autumn use is 9-1, winter is 4-1, severe winter is 1-1 if it goes to minus 20 degrees, minus 25 degrees. There we go, that's 6.5 ounces. Perfect. Fill this up to 128 and we'll fill it up in our reservoir. There's 128 ounces. A pungent smell to it. I'm thinking just mixing this a gallon at a time makes sense. When the reservoir gets low, you'll probably look up how big is the windshield reservoir for a Ford Raptor, because it's empty. See, the engine bay looks nice and clean with our hyper dressing. The only thing you'll need to do, which I've already done, is just wipe a couple of high spots from the hyper dressing. So the oil's changed, the wheels are changed. We got a bunch of new parts coming. We're in good shape, man. This Raptor's got a nice, solid refresh. Looks like I'm about full. Yeah, we'll call it a gallon. And we'll just fill it up a little bit later when I get some more clarity. I probably have enough to make another gallon, but just stick with what we got here. And so this, with some filtered DI water, combined with the clarity, would mean hopefully we don't end up with like water spots and things when you use this. We'll tell Michelle that. She'll be real happy. As if she gives a crap about any of this. She does like the car clean. All right, so that's a wrap on the windows. Angelwax Clarity coming to an Obsessed Garage store near you here soon. So you get my smiling face. Should I do this, Rex? Like, on all the products like this? Have it on the website? Yeah, I think I'll skip that idea. But anyway, this is Clarity. Here's your dilution ratios on the side here that I was just talking about. So, good product, great product. Question, which one? If I'm this close between the two, I'm not 100% certain. Like, it's not like one is like, oh my gosh, I don't know how much this is, but it's 20 something and this is like $6. You know me, I'm not about the cheap stuff, but that bottle's pretty legit though. So more Geon, playing with more Geon products. A lot of it's just reacclimating. I've used pretty much every one except for some of the newest products. So we'll be reacclimating and keeping you up to date. So yeah, I don't know what the next video is, but anyway, this one's done, and the Raptor's almost done. So thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.